This particular guest, I met really randomly. She walked into my office one day, 5 years ago or 4 years ago? And somebody had introduced her, somebody we like to call our industry big brother, had introduced her to me. And I was like, oh, it seems like you guys would get along. And we did get along rather well. Guys, it is Mychaskia, aka Precious.
Hi. First of all, I got straight bullets. How can you just say round? You just mess me random.
But you randomly walked.
First of all, I was destined to be there.
Okay, sorry.
Everything is by destiny, by the grace of God. Bless God. Hallelujah.
You know what's really interesting to me? Her name is Precious, but she's more popular as Mychaskia, which is mind-boggling. Tell us the story how you got the Mychaskia name.
Must I always tell this?
Yes.
It's really embarrassing.
It's because her hearing is bad and she's a Billy gay.
You know, it's embarrassing, but I have to tell you guys because at least some people need to know.
Right.
Mychaskia is not necessarily, thank you, I was wondering.
You have to hold on to chairs, put it down.
Sorry.
Ha!
This is why I used to come and drink people's drink, because they used to shout at me.
Jesus, relax. Let me put myself one drink. But give me the story, give me the gist.
Mychaskia is not necessarily anything, but I feel like I made Mychaskia, I just randomly came up with the name. It's 2011, everybody is on Facebook. I didn't want to be on Facebook because I wanted to be a mysterious girl, you know, this kind of mysterious girl. So there I am thinking, I want to join another app. And then I see, Twitter is out. I'm like, okay. Obviously, I'm 17. I'm thinking of the best username, Precious. You know.
Yo, I'm so happy I didn't have one of those names you could funkify because Precious, hot, luscious, fresh.
I would have killed myself now. But there was so many. Then everybody was using
Licious.
Precious. I tried to use Omoregie Precious. Somebody had taken it everything I felt like was my identity at that point had been taken on social media. And as random as it may seem, I was in my sister's hostel in Uniben. If you went to Uniben Hall 2, and there used to be this girl walking around hostels just shouting, recharge card, bread and recharge card. And I used to buy credit every time. I was obsessed with social media.
Yeah, data.
You know, then it was 100 naira. So they would give me 500 to go and eat. I'll spend 400 naira on credits. So my sister's roommates used to call me recharge card. So one day I'm sitting on the bed and I hear Mychaskia. And I'm like, what did you just say? She's like, I said recharge card. I'm like, hold up. I take out my phone and I type Mychaskia as it came to my head. And it logged in, and that's how I got Mychaskia, as random as it sounds.
So guys, she got her name from somebody selling recharge cards in Uniben.
Yeah. That's my success story.
I'm lost, but I also it's so random that I know it's something you can pull off because we've been friends for quite a long time, and if there's one thing I know about Precious is I don't think there's really anything you tell me Precious did, not necessarily in a bad way, but anything out of the ordinary that Precious did. I wouldn't automatically be like, no, she could never, because she actually could.
Would not never ever.
Yeah.
She will ever.
Where did that come from? Oh, but first, we have to cheer so we don't have 7 years of bad sex. You have to look me in the eye.
Wait, what? Really?
Oh God. Thank you very much. Finally,
God, I better go. And it tastes so good.
Ooh, it's a good.
It's giving premium.
It's giving, Abati and herb. You guys look at this now. I look like a mechanic.
Check it.
Look at how she pulled up.
Check
it. Also cheers once again.
Look at the eyes.
7 years. So, where did the confidence come from? Because you are one of the few people who has, for the longest time, been pushing the narrative that nobody is stuck in any
box.
Any box.
You
first of all, you have the most unconventional life because, guys, she's a full-time lawyer and she's also a full-time do everything that is against what lawyers do person, aka influencer.
Mechanic life will not catch us in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. So where did that hunger and the confidence come from?
Growing up, I grew up in a family where both my parents were shy. My parents were the kind of people that they would tell you, if someone does anything for you, just look away, go away. So, I was used to always being told, get over it. It's not, if I fight with my friends at school, I'll come and tell my mom, do you see what this person did? She should be like, hey, just let it go. And I was just like, why do I have to always let things go? I don't need to always let things go. My mom was always of the mindset, you're a lady, just be quiet, don't do this. You know, like everything in this life, just be on your lane, just be. And I'm like, I didn't want to live life like that. I was in school and I was obviously if you're living life like that, you're going to be bullied. Yeah. So as I entered school, automatically I was a sweet girl. If anyone talks to me, if senior send me a message, I will go, People started using my head. I say, wait, come.
Hello.
What's going on here?
There's a little problem.
No. This is not going to be accepted. And the one time I stood up for myself was in my just 2. A senior had sent me to buy something and she gave me 500 and said I should buy. Her and her friends were standing.
Oh, that thing they used to do where they would send you to spend more than they give you.
I was like, Ada, I promise you. I looked at them in the eye. I said, okay, no problem. I spent the money myself, went to my class, because guess what? I was in Maryland. If you schooled in Lagos, I went to Maryland Comprehensive. And at that period, the school was just transitioning to a Catholic school. So they still had like SS2 and SS3 public schools. So there were like 500 people in their class. And my own class, we were like 200 and we had 5 arms. Each class, you can imagine.
That's a
so
whole
you will
lot
never remember me. So I thought about it, I was like,
should be fine.
This girl is not going to remember me. If I wear my beret like this tomorrow, and maybe I wear mask or maybe just dress a different way, she'll never remember me. So that was the one time I stood up for myself and I was like, fuck it. I bought coconut chips, bought ice cream. Guy, I just spend.
Spending, fresh money.
You know, and then from then, I just realized that
it felt good.
It felt good to like stand up for myself and never like allow anyone make me feel like little or anything. So when people will bully me, I'll just like be looking at them until one day you will push me, I will beat you.
Now that you're explaining to me where it came from, I understand it better, where it's like, oh, you always want to stand up for yourself as a kid that was always bullied because you wanted to be understanding. But there's also I've seen people post fights and tag you to come and help them fight. Do you think that's something that is putting you in the best type of light, where everybody just always assumes, oh, if I get beef or if I want to call somebody out or if I want to call out a brand, Precious is the go-to person. Yeah. Do you think that has any way, shape or form like affected your bag?
I don't think it does affect, never has it affected my bag. That's one thing. And that's why I got on DSTV. That's how I got on, like, most of the deals I get is because people know that I'm outspoken. So, and what you said, I really wanted to correct that because, yes, a lot of people seem to think that I am a call-out person.
Yeah, you're a fighter. I've seen a couple of people
yes, they tag me and then they're like, oh, at Mychaskia, they send me DMs. I'm like, this person scammed me. Go and fight for yourself.
Right.
I fight for most of the people I call out. It's because they have wronged me. Right. And I need them to understand. Because before I call you out, you need to understand I would have given you time. Before, like, I will give you 2 chances. The first chance is to correct your fuck up. And if you don't correct your fuck up, the next chance, how you act towards your fuck up.
Right. That's another thing I think a lot of vendors on Instagram also get very wrong. The approach, sometimes your message is great. Whatever you're trying to pass across is great. But the way you're doing it, hello dear, I paid you for a service. If you can't deliver, there's also a way to explain to me you can't deliver.
And that was one of the reasons why I started a business as well. I wanted to like see from their perspective how it works. But Ada, it's very easy. If a customer is stressing, refund. The money is in your account. If you don't want to refund, try and make amends. Bad as bad, say that money don't enter your account. You know what may come out. Make that client happy. You see that nonchalancy of, I don't care, go and call me out, blog will carry me out, I'll have clients. It's very disgusting. And a lot of brands are taking advantage of that and trying to, like whenever I try to like purchase from them, they want me to like drag them. I can promise you, out of the times I call out people, I've been scammed at least 100 more times than that. The people I call out are the people I feel like, now you're just taking me for, you are taking me for idiots. Like, if you want to scam me and just go, don't scam me and still be talking to me and I'll be raising shoulder. Are you okay?
Yeah,
like,
this is my money.
It's my money. And a lot of people need to understand, because at the end of the day, Ada, there are lots of people that get scammed and don't say a word. Why? Because
it's just, for me, it's also just long. If I check, if for example, I've got scammed for, maybe I go to like a thrift store, because you guys know I'm the queen of thrift. Thrift store, and they scam me of 10K. I look at it, I'm like, okay, if I actually wanted to buy this thing brand new or original or whatever, it would have cost me 2-3 times this price. And to be honest, this person is just a dirty person. I just block your account and keep it pushing. And if I ever see, maybe we had mutuals who were following, I'll tell them, yo, these people are moving a certain type of way. But like, I'm not as not even afraid, because you know me, my mouth is nasty, but I just don't care about them enough to give them any sort of clout. But then there are sometimes I've lost it with certain people where it's like, are you mad?
Yeah.
It's like, what? There is audacity and there is audacity. The people on Instagram have audacity.
Like, it's crazy.
I've seen certain situations where, I mean, your blood hurts. Let's be factual.
No, but then that's the truth. It looks like my blood is hot, but before I get to that point, I give you a lot of chances.
Precious.
Precious.
If they search our chat, what do you feel is the phrase on my end that would be most found?
Ne.
Jesus, a lot of people said that. No, ne, that's a word, but a phrase. What's the one thing I say to you the most? Do you reckon?
My dear.
Wow.
I don't say my dear. Just say my dear. I don't really.
I would say it would even have been just free. Free.
I say my dear.
My dear thing.
No, but that's what I'm telling you. That there are lots of times I free these
a lot of things.
Yes, but again, I have a lot of people that come to my DM and say, "Oh, I want to buy this. I want to buy that." I have, like you said, a lot of people come to. If you check my DM. Like out of 100 DMs, at least 80 people are saying, this person's coming, please can you help me talk to this person? Like, they need to understand that you need to fight for yourself.
Right, you are fighting for yourself in those situations.
They scam me of my money. Do I know you from anywhere? Did you give me money are you paying me to talk on your behalf? Are you retaining my services? So now I just tell them, just like engage me to be your lawyer so I can like write them a letter and follow up. And
that's the next thing I was going to go
that's
for.
That's why most of the clients I get right now are mostly people that just come on Instagram and they see that I take things very serious. Like I put people's matter on my head. So if you come to me as my friend and you say, Precious, this girl just scammed me, before I call that person out, I will call them and say, what happened?
Right.
Like, what's going on? My sister, I always say, my sister tried to buy this from me. What's happening? Okay, can she get a refund?
Right.
How you now speak to me and how you are rude to me now determines
the anger with which you come back.
Yeah, so I'm not like, when I now realize that you're not a good person, I'm not like, okay, everyone, look at what this person did. Be careful not to shop there, because at the end of the day, we are influencers and we're supposed to tell people where to shop. Right. If we go to certain places and we realize that this person is not good enough,
not giving what it's supposed to give.
I think we owe them that responsibility to let them know that, okay,
this isn't it. This is
the same way that you are paid to tell people this is it.
Right. Okay. So how does that factor into your lawyer life?
For me, it's sweet though. It's sweet die. Because like, whenever somebody just does anything, they come to my DM and they're like, I want this person, I want to arrest this person. I'm like, calm down. Most times, it doesn't even end up in police station. Like, as hard as it might seem to hear or to believe, most times my negotiating skills or my arbitration skills come in, like, and I make things very seamless. A client can just call me now and say, oh, Precious, this person's coming me of 500,000. When I call the person, I'll say, how far? Wait here. I know, you know the way clients can be.
Just exaggerate. Yeah, let me know what's up.
Then they now come back and my aunties will come and say, Precious, what did you tell them? Why are they so calm? Why are they trying to, you know? And I'm just like, that's maybe, because they understand those kind of people, they know business and they don't want to ruin their reputation. Right. Just because you're emotional, another person coming in to speak on your behalf is not emotional because money no they involved. Right. I have nothing to lose. Right. So I will speak to you on the terms of, Alpha, let's sort
it out. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. But you were on a show, I think the first of its kind. Yeah. And you won. And I remember a couple of tapings that we had come for. And what was really interesting to me at that time was I had expected a different level of packaging from you in terms of making it seem a lot more, because I saw what the other people were doing. They were setting stages, in quote, to make things seem larger than life. But, bruh, the same way we would always sit down in Malik's house.
That was the same way.
And just banter and eat and whatever. It's the same thing you were recording. Did you feel like that endeared you more to the influencer lifestyle? Did it make you enjoy more? Because I feel like that was a level of invasion I don't think I'll ever be able to do. Like, they are following you literally everywhere. So, did that make you want it more, or did that kind of make you be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna...
I'm even surprised people are just asking now because, like, we were supposed to have, like, dramatic. You know, it was supposed to be, like, an entire series afterwards. But, like, after the series, I did love it. Like, me on a real life, like normally all my life, I've always wanted to have a reality TV show.
Interesting.
But what it was centered around is what I was always concerned about. So I wanted to have a proper reality TV show that shows every part of my life unscripted. But that biggest
Mychaskia unscripted.
Yes, that's it.
That's it. Trademark it, copyright it. I gave it to IF.
If you steal it, God is gonna come for you.
My dad, I don't think anything.
No, I'm looking at the camera.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only Mychaskia in the whole world.
Nobody else. That's a bit of a stretch.
I'm serious. If you Google Mychaskia, it's only me that pops up. I promise you. Nobody else has thought of
my
the name.
parents decided to just call me ADA. Lovely.
Did they get Ada from your charge card?
It doesn't matter. You could have given
That's
me
a question I needed.
Like a Persephone or something.
You have your children to do that for.
No,
my first child will be Mychaskia. I know that.
MJ.
Yeah, come MY. Which one is MJ?
No, Mychaskia Junior.
Okay, sorry.
But if they Google MJ, it's Michael Jackson.
So for the show, I really wanted to be honest. I won't lie to you. Like, this is between us. This is between
us and everybody else.
This is we're already drinking. They brought a script and they were like, "Oh, this is what we want you to do." That's the producers. Shout out to David Now. And he's like, "This is how I want you to look." And I was like, "David, I promise you, that's not me." Right. That's not my person.
And then the disconnect would obviously show.
My friends, if the speaker said for you, they look camera and say, "Person,
what's going on there?"
I tried my best to be as real as I was, because at the end of the day, it was not just Nigeria that I was trying to market myself to.
Right.
I had people in South Africa. I had people in Kenya. I had people like around Africa and Ghana that were looking at me, and then how did I want them to see me? I was not going to pretend I was this rich billionaire girl. I'm hustling. I'm working 9 to 5.
Yeah. I'm
doing my makeup. I have my beauty line. I'm doing all of these things to try and make money. So I'm not that influencer that is already living the perfect lifestyle. I'm trying to make money on my own.
You are still at the start of the journey.
My help has not seen me, they run. They told me one time, they were like, "Oh, your closet." I said, "Mr. David, I don't have a closet yet.
I have wardrobe."
I don't have
I have wardrobe.
I share rooms with my sister. I was like, and they were like, "Okay, so we need to get you." I was like, "We need to do it in my house." I share rooms with my sister, my younger sister, hi Jennifer. And then my sister's like, "Don't use my this thing." I said, "You should be recording on this thing, because see what I go through in this house." My mom says, "No, you should not record in my parlor. You should not do this." So I wanted it to be so real that even people that are trying to be influencers, no shade to anybody, can see that I don't have to be perfect. I don't need to live in like an apartment as fine as this to be an influencer, to shoot content. I can be normal. I was entering Uber to this year, bless God. I didn't have my first apartment to this year. So I wanted people to relate to my lifestyle. And that's one of the things I made sure Mr. David had to do with me. Like, even when we were going to Live Lounge, I said, "See, Live Lounge," I hadn't even started karaoke there. I said, "See, this is the place I usually come for karaoke with Ada." And they're like, "This is the place I want to go to. I won't want to say, take me to this place, take me to this fancy restaurant where they're spending 200,000. Let me go to places I usually hang out and blend in, and like people can come there another day and be like, that's true, this girl was here this last time."
So that's another thing. I've spoken to a couple of people within the episode, the relatability factor, because a lot of people, influencing is still somewhat young and fresh in Nigeria. And a lot of people want to hop on it because one video on TikTok for some reason went viral, and they assume, influencers are making the money, they're making the bag. But then there's always a disconnect, because with you've been able to hack the code of, if you actually post up something, people actually go to buy. Yeah. And that is because they can see themselves in you. They can see you as their best friend who's telling them, buy this from here, buy this from there. But what do you think of these influencers who...
You see, I carried my...
And we know for a fact they don't use that product. They don't... there be some people who are Samsung ambassadors but tweet about Samsung with iPhone.
We know they're using iPhone.
So how do you think that is playing out right now? Like the influencer market, you were one of the few ones who has... You started out makeup. I remember at some point, Seth, we did something where I gave out some of your makeup line products years ago. You've done the plus size modeling thing. I remember when you used to cry almost every day for that woman who you used to model clothes for.
And she never paid me.
Yeah, you've transitioned properly, but what do you feel about these new age influencers who aren't really... They're only selling you a product. They're not selling you a lifestyle. They're only selling you this. And agreed, brands will see them and be like, "Oh yeah, this person has 7 million followers. They are something gets 1.2 million views. But in that 1.2 million views, you're not getting up to 50 people who are actually interested in your product. Yeah. So how do you, what's your opinion of the new age influencers right now?
For me, I'm not going to lie to you. The new age influencers are just for show.
They're aesthetically pleasing.
Thank you. I was with a client on Friday and he was like, I need someone. I'm releasing these bags, TT Dog, by the way. And he's like, I'm releasing these bags. I need influencers that can sell. And I was on my phone for 1 good hour. I couldn't find anybody.
That's the thing. It's when you say that can sell.
And I said, are you not sure you're looking for a fine girl that will just hold the bag? Let's just do that one. I said, let's do that one. He said, no, you won't sell. I said, I can't guarantee. I said,
no, but that's another thing. I was talking to somebody and it was like, look, there's a hack. For your release, your A&R, you can get the big people to do these things. You can get them to give you numbers. But you see micro-influencers.
The power.
That's where the real power is. The people, for example, imagine shout out to Mosu Anoche. Imagine a Mosu Anoche marketing a drink brand.
Yeah.
You will sell.
Yeah.
Because that's the lifestyle a lot of people who are following them
can see
and are interested in.
Yeah.
But I saw something about somebody who just got made an influencer for a big global brand. And somebody raised a couple of points about the fact that, yes, this person is pulling numbers, but this person is not even an authority within this industry, within this space. So there's a disconnect there.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best way, or how have you been able to stay true to yourself and not fall into that glamorized, I beg, I'll just take everything and anything, whether I can market it or not.
Yeah.
How have you
With
stayed
that,
true?
I think I would say I turned down a lot of offers because I feel like my clients know me. Most of the people that reach out to me, they know what I'm capable of. Mm-hmm. So I don't have random aesthetic people that just come to my DM. They know what they're going to look for.
Right.
Like you and I know they will go and meet those people. They won't come and meet me and try to change my narrative because you obviously can tell that I'm already this kind of person.
Right,
like,
this is what it's selling.
So what I've learned to do is that I always make sure that I keep my personality out on my stories. So people, even if before you message me and you check my Instagram, my brands, I post on my story every single day. You're seeing my lifestyle, you're seeing what I'm doing. You can see what I like, what I don't like from just watching my story. That's the honest truth. Mm-hmm. You can see that, okay, maybe you're a bleaching cream now. You see that I can come out of the house, I did not use any cream on my body. You cannot go and meet this girl. Like, do you understand? Because obviously she already has good skin, she won't lie. Do you get? If anything happens, I'll say, come and see, why is my skin having this thing?
Right.
At this, please, what can happen to this? So they know who they are going for. And I feel like it's so sad that now most of the brands that work with influencers are only interested in clout influencers.
Right.
They want to always be in the news. They don't want to have sales. When it comes to sales, they're just like, it's vibes and inshallah. Let my name always be in Insta blog. Let my influencer be on Insta blog. I don't want
to call a couple of...
I'm a call name.
There's a reality TV show that has bastardized the entire entertainment industry.
Please, can you pour some more so that...
You can speak the truth. Because it's like, yes, aesthetics is pleasing and everything, but do you even realize that also, I don't know if you've gone through this, because you're so original and so you, and you're not trying to package, these aesthetic people shun you?
I not send your papa.
No, I'm just saying, is that anything you've ever experienced?
Because I don't even they're not even my circle at the end of the day. I don't roll with fake people. All my friends are real. That's the honest truth. Anybody that you see around me that is fake, best believe we're not friends. You're just around me.
Right.
Because you want to get something from me, which is understandable. Mm-hmm. I don't need anything from anybody fake because guess what? You don't have anything to give me. Right. You're already using all your resources to be fake.
Right.
So what will I necessarily need from you? So they will shun me. Now, if I reason you, I go see say you shun me.
Fair.
But me and you know say, I don't even look your papa's side.
Fair. Speaking of friends, I've known Precious. I can beat my chest and say I'm one of the ones that have stayed from when they knew Precious.
Did I put gun on your head?
Till now.
Did I put gun on your head?
Now, let me be honest. Truth be told, Precious get wahala. You have to take Precious in tiny doses. You have to understand that Precious is a very emotional human being.
I'm not emotional.
A lot of things, my dear, emotional doesn't. A lot of things are in the moment. Like, as if they are, she will say whatever she needs to say, and So I never ever take what she says at
when I'm angry.
Yes, such face value. But topic of friends. I mean, There have been a couple of people.
One thing you need to know if you're my friend, you know I like good things. I like new things, good things. And I feel like one thing about me, like you said, I can be very emotional. And because of that, I go way overboard for people that I care about. The 1 minute you show me that you are not, that you can never come through for me, I just let you go.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like, I know, like, me, when it comes to my friends, I carry that matter for my head. If you need me anywhere, I will cross bridges to be for you. The 1 minute I ask you to come through for me and I see that you are not giving me that energy, and it's not looking like I'm forcing myself to be your friend. Ooh, I don't know, what's all this? Please be going. Because there's a line, like, we're young, beautiful, winning women, and people are trying to be around us. So one thing about me, I'm not afraid to let somebody go.
Nobody is indispensable.
Yes, everybody, you can leave. I've had best friends that because she feels like I didn't call her for some months, just sent me some messages, and I just like never spoke to her again in my life. No fight, no nothing. You know, I've had like friends that probably were giving, like, were in the midst of other people and making
certain kind of
comments or like eyes, or were quiet when certain people said certain things, and I never spoke to them again. Why? Because if I do that to you, it means I would have never done that to you, and I never expected that from you. Right. There are certain people where they insult you or they sob you around you when you sit down, and if they make any remark, you won't be bothered. You just be like, "Is this all mad?" But there's certain people like now, if me and Ada are in a place and someone says, "This special self, she's always doing this," and if Ada just says, "I better go, I don't want to say anything before someone gets angry," I will feel hurt, because if I was Ada, I would defend her and say, "Shut up, are you okay?" You know, that kind of thing. So I would immediately detach myself, because in my head I'm just like, nah.
So do you think as well that might be slightly too much of an expectation of people? Because you be fighter. You're always ready to defend. That's your personality. We've explained at the beginning of the episode why you're built like that. But for some people, right? For me, for example, in that sort of situation, I wouldn't necessarily say what you said in terms of, "Oh, I beg, make nobody come vex from you." I would rather say something like, I mean, that's your opinion. I haven't experienced whatever it is you're talking about, but I wouldn't say that is what it is. So it's not necessarily defending you or speaking against you, but that's also because I have gotten to a point in my life where peace over everything. I don't want stress. So it's not even necessarily wanting to defend you. It's wanting to prevent myself from getting into like a back and forth with another person. Best case, best believe, I'm telling a person that after that, if 1 or 2 places I see you and the girl, they roll,
you want me
I will call you to the side and be like, "Yo, not saying anything, no, but this person, be careful with this person." That's how I roll. You know that much. So do you think it's fair to somebody like me, for example, if that situation pops up, and based on friendship, you expect or assume I'm going to say something, but I don't say anything, do you think I will get the axe?
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like you said, I might be expecting too much from people. But then at the end of the day, me, I just feel like as a friend, there's certain things that it doesn't necessarily mean that scenario. Right. There's certain other scenarios that pop up. There's some people that only want to buzz you and be like, "Oh,
what's up? Where's it happening?"
Do you get? And then when you call them and be like, "Oh, I need you to tell me like what do you think about this?" And they're like, they don't have anything to say. There's not any value they're adding, because every friendship has value. Right. If I don't see value in your friendship towards me, and I feel like I'm the only one always giving, and that like. There's some relationship you're always giving. You're giving your time. You're giving attention. We've had this conversation. You're giving attention, money. You are being there, bro. Like, and then the one time I just say, "Oh, I'm just feeling down. I'm feeling down. Like I just be like, hey, yeah, sorry. Or I'm having karaoke today. Like I just want people to come and I just like, oh, sorry, can't make it. Or like, but then if it's your show and I don't come, send me. It's a problem. Like you'll be like, now wow. If it's your other celebrity friends, now you come through like. Give me the energy I'm giving you. Like, don't like, if you cannot match my energy, then it's fine. Let's just be cordial. Right.
Let's be okay. We're not besties.
Yeah, but don't ask things from me. And then when I now be like, oh, how far? Like, I just have this problem. You're just like, I don't know. I cannot say anything. Like, they're not giving you the same because they don't care for you that much.
To even think or process that anything is being said. Well, thank you so much. Looking forward to coming to your wedding and say, yes, you can finish the drink. We have shots right after this, guys, so I don't know why you're still drinking more wine. But we're going to play a little Never Have I Ever and see if I can actually get Precious a little drunk. Stay tuned. As usual, I'm going to try and get her tipsy. It is called Have a Drink with Me, as usual. So
this is a tumbler. This is not a shot.
We're not feeling it now.
Sorry.
Or one shot is too
This is tumbler. Ada is giving somebody to take shots.
This just children. Oh, you guys can't drink fruit. So we're going to have 5 questions, Never Have I Ever, and we'll see who wins at the end. I mean, I've been winning this season, so I'm a winner. She's saying a quick prayer. All right, let's go.
So, sometimes I swallow it. Sometimes I swallow my gum.
Sometimes, the other times, you chew with the gum inside. Guys, have to drink. 7 years of bad luck.
Sorry.
Bad sex. Look me in the eye. 1-1.
Woo! Woo! God. Wonderful.
It's giving.
I do karaoke every Sunday. What's all this? Is this a choice against my life? A choice against this?
I can't. Oh, God.
God will beg you. Ugo Apple. If you want me to drink, just say that. Like, why do you have to wait?
It's called Have a Drink with Me. No.
Actually, I was not stuck, but I saw somebody get stuck. But it doesn't
count. No, yeah, it's still.
Anna is crying. Tears of joy. Tears of shots. Yeah, never.
Mugged?
I didn't want mugger.
You can't mug a mugger.
You cannot mug a mugger. I'm sorry.
And the final question.
I've never. I'm bougie. Nice. Aesthetic influencer. You know. Oh, you look. Have I ever picked my nose in public? Have you been there with me?
Guys. I lost this episode.
That prayer worked.
Shout out. Oh my God. Shout out to the winner.
You want some more?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Shout out to the winner of Fisher. I'm losing my mind.
I won.
And guys, that is the episode for today. Thank you so much, Precious, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. Next time, please. I want Azul.
As long as you're buying, no problem.
If you want to insult me, just insult me. I beg, please let me be going. That's why you want to buy Azul. Bye, guys.
Bye.